All right, let's get right into it. So I'll explain it one more time for all the people that are just joining us. I am going to enable channel point suggestions. And Nookie Poo, thank you for that gift as well. To electrothermal. Nice. Electrothermal's in here. Yes, so I'm going to enable it. You can open up your seedling thingy, click on this, and this is how you're going to redeem it. Now, I think we're going to allow like 5 or 7 suggestions. The first few people that suggest are going to be the ones that we use. And I will note, please do not suggest any specific technology, framework, or idea. I just want you to suggest a word like bicycle or hat or green, anything, but don't suggest React or Vue or something like that. Who's ready? Type 1 in the chat if you're ready, and we'll code this thing up. I'm also on a bit of a time limit today, so I'm gonna try to get everything done in an hour. There's some ones. Nice. Tree. All right. Are you all ready? Get ready. Get ready. I think I can do this. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe it's only 4. 5. I guess it's 10. It is 10. All right, that's it. That's all. But Al Rafay did suggest framework, and I told you not to. But awesome. Thank you all for those suggestions. Let's get into it. Trombone. Okay, so these are our suggestions today. We got Pumpkin from Mark Boots, Mustache from Sound of Gaming, Beans from One Computer Guy, Nookie Poo suggested Glass, Devim with Tulsa, Awaited with Equilibrium, Ingogo with Water, Forlich with Generator, Alrafe with Framework, and Psy with Trombone. All right, so we're going to do our best. These are some wildly different suggestions, but let's do it. I'm going to put a 5-minute timer on the clock, and we're just going to come up with a general idea of what we're going to build based on these suggestions, and then we'll get into it. So feel free to throw suggestions in the chat. So based on these words, what are some ideas of things we could possibly build? So we've got pumpkin, so it could be like Halloween themed. That's somewhere we could go. Mustache is interesting. I mean, okay, here's what I'm thinking. What if it's a website where it uses your webcam and then it overlays things on top of you like it's Halloween? Like you could overlay a mustache onto your face by looking at the webcam. That sounds fun, but it's not that interactive, and you all would have to give it permission to show your camera, so I don't know if we'll do that, but it's an idea. A Halloween garden, so like a digital trick-or-treat. Huh. Yeah, so what if we have like so you're saying a garden walk. We could have like a secret garden that has various things placed throughout it, and you walk through it and collect candy because you're trick-or-treating. That's an interesting idea. I don't even know if that's what you meant, but that's what I interpreted it as. A glass vegetable. Have I drunk enough water today? I've drank quite a bit of water. Yeah. Halloween costume builder. That could be interesting too, because you're like, you pick the hat, you pick the pants, or Tulsa. So Tulsa is it's a city in Oklahoma. It might be something else. We'll figure something out. What if can we incorporate Oklahoma into this somehow? All right, equilibrium. This is like a state of balance of some kind, right? Like a condition in which all acting influences are canceled by others, resulting in a stable, balanced, or unchanging system. Okay. Okay. Then we've got generator and framework and trombone. Trombone should be easy. We can like play a sad trombone sound or something like that. A stained glass image generator, that could be interesting. Yeah, if we can find maybe a library that does like image filters, then yeah, we could just do that, and like these could be our input for images that we pass into the stained glass. I kind of like that. We could do some research. Yeah, exactly, Mark. Equilibrium. I make a blank page and I'm done. A noise generator that plays a sliding sound. Maybe, I mean, we could make like a digital trombone. I do like the idea of virtual trick or treat. I'm just trying to figure out how we would do it. Right? Because it would be really interesting if like everybody in Twitch chat could have their own little house in this neighborhood, and then you just walk around collecting treats. I don't know how we do it without a lot of work, and we've only got an hour, so yeah. Oh, I like that side. Yeah. This is good. We're on the right track here because we could use Twitch chat, so you can send commands to keep something in equilibrium. So it's interactive. Like people are sending commands, making things go one way or the other. And then once it reaches a certain equilibrium, like that's the game or something like that. I like it. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna get rid of like these are good ideas. Don't get me wrong, but I think I like this. What if we have like a scale, and yeah, so it's a scale that you need, that Twitch chat needs to balance, and each one of these things are things that you can place on the scale, and the game is over when it's completely balanced. But there'll be chat commands where you can put a pumpkin on the left side of the scale or the right side of the scale. That kind of thing. Yeah, and all the items have different weights. We can potentially do some scaling, so sometimes they're like double the weight. That's what we're going to do. That's the plan. All right. So, and thank you, Sai, for that suggestion. Yeah, so you have to keep it balanced, and it has to stay balanced. I don't know about 30 seconds, but like it has to stay balanced for a little bit, and then the game is over and it resets. I actually kind of like this idea for an overlay. Like instead of the drop game, it could be like a little scale with the Tulsa skyline in the background. Perfect. All right, that's what we're gonna build. Okay, so this is a chat-controlled game. There is a scale on the screen. Use a chat command to place an item on the left or right side of the scale. The goal is to collectively balance the scale. And then yeah, there's a who said it? Anacodes. There will be a trombone sound if the when the game is over. When the scale has been at equilibrium for, let's say, 10 seconds, the game is over. Last reset, and a trombone sound plays. Beautiful. All right, we've got our idea. Let's go. I'm gonna set a timer for, let's say 50 minutes. I'm going to try to get this thing done in 50 minutes. Let's go. So, I'm just going to use vanilla JavaScript. I think it's going to be easiest if I do that, because it's not a complex app. I mean, we'll vote on it. I'll let you know that I'm leaning towards vanilla, but we could possibly do this with Reactor Vue. So vanilla.js means no library for the actual UI or anything like that. Vue is a front-end framework and React is a front-end framework. So you have 1 minute vote, and we may or may not use whatever you choose. The invisible water is back, by the way. Nilla, what's up, Chad? Have you streamed recently? Shout out to our good friend Cheddar. He streams every now and then. Yeah, we haven't actually. I mean, I did Vue on stream. I think on Monday. On Monday. You should be able to vote in the Twitch chat. If you don't see the poll at the top, in the chat, you can do /vote and then 1, 2, or 3. It is not 0 index, so it's just 1, 2, 3. I mean, it's a close one. It's a close one. And Vue takes the win. Yeah, we'll use Vue. I'm okay with that. So we should be able to do Vue create Twitch equilibrium. Boo. I have used Vite. I think we tried to use it a couple of coding improvs ago, and something wouldn't work with React. Like it worked, but we ran into some issues. Like we didn't get live reloading, which was really not nice. It wasn't good. All right, so we're not. This is going to be just a single component Vue app. I think we don't need Vuex. We don't need a router. It's just going to be a single page, and we might use Sass, and we'll use Vue 3. So here we go. Let's do it. Yeah, so we're going to use the setup sugar. And I'll show you what that means. It's actually really nice. And we wasted 4 minutes trying to decide on what we're even going to use to build it, but that's okay. We're getting in here. Almost. Ref sugar. That'd be awesome, because then you wouldn't have to do to define a ref. You just define a variable, and then it starts to look like Svelte. That would be crazy cool. All right, let's open this up. So we've got our Vue app. Let's pull out all the boilerplate. We're just going to have an H1 that says hello world. We'll get rid of that component import. We're going to use the setup sugar. So we'll do this, and then I'll show you what that means afterwards. Let's get rid of that style. And I'm just going to delete the components folder. And I'll delete this that has the Vue logo in it. Should be good to go. So if I do npm run serve, we should get a Vue app that just says hello world. Look at that. Great. So we need a background and we need a picture of the Tulsa skyline. Because that was one of the suggestions. So let's just get that on the page. Let's find a really good one. Let's look at sizes. We want large Tulsa skyline. And I'm gonna pick an image from these search results. I'll have no idea if it actually is Tulsa. I mean, I like this one. Should be fine. So let's get it on the page. I guess we could just use a CSS background. So here's what I'll do. I'll have a div, as this is going to be the main thing where the whole app lives. Give this a class of app. And then in our styles, we need to add all of the the main style. So body has no margin. And actually, we could just set this on this background image on the body. We'll do width 100 view width, height 100 view height. That is Tulsa. Glad to hear it. We'll do no overflow and background image background. Is that what it's called? Background. We'll get this image background URL overflow hidden. Thank you. What's the CSS property? Is it background URL? Is that right? That's not right. Background image. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. All right, let's see what we got. Nice. This is a very zoomed in section of the image. Let's do this. Background size. Can you do like cover? I need to look this up. Oh. Can I do center like that? No. How do I put it in the center? Background position. Nice. There it is. Wow. That's perfect. That's perfectly fine with me. CSS. And actually, can I add a background filter? Is that a thing? Because I kind of want to do like filter grayscale like that. Oh gosh. But the only thing is if I put a filter on the body, it's going to filter everything. I'm going to look this up really quickly. We're coding with Vue. CSS background image filter. Apply a filter on a background image. Oh. Oh. A div with a black background? Let's see if we can get this working though. So if we set the body to position relative, and then we put all of this on body before. Can't resolve graphic to be filtered.jpg. I deleted the wrong thing. Nice. Look at that. We could also like change the, can we change the contrast? 100% contrast. 50% contrast. I don't want the contrast. What do I want? This is fine. This is fine. This is our background. All right, now we need a scale of some kind. We need a balancing scale. Let's just search for some images of a balancing scale, and I think we'll just use CSS rotation to make it go like this. What am I searching for? Balance scale. Oh, something like this. However, I mean, really all we need is kind of like a teeter-totter, like this. Should we find an SVG? Balance image illustration. And Justice for All, yeah, from Metallica. That has a balance on it. But the thing is, I think I just want it to be a teeter-totter. Like this. Actually, we could just create this with like CSS shapes. But I want it to be like this because the things are going to drop onto a given side. Oh, a linear gradient. Thank you, Ghost Comrade. Let's just see what this looks like really quick. Background, linear gradient, URL, cover, center. Is that how that works? Well. Oh, nice. Nice. A wooden seesaw. Let's take a look, Team. Is this safe to click on? That could work. I need it to be straight and without a watermark on it. Sounds like a coding train type of project. We are going to have to use, I guess, some sort of physics, though. I think we're going to make it we're not going to have a physics engine. We'll just be able to calculate like the angle of the thing. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Seesaw. Is that what these things are called? Yes. Though, I mean, it technically would be really easy if we did get a physics engine involved here. But I don't think I want to. And you know what? I'm just gonna find an image of a triangle, an image of a, or I'll just use SVG. So let's find a rounded triangle. We're gonna make that as the base. Can I find an SVG? Complicate it as much as possible, yeah. This one. It's got some weird aliasing on the edges. This one. Rounded. we need it to be transparent. Nice. I mean, does that one have aliasing too? It's probably fine. It's on Wikimedia Commons too. So, let's download it. Great. Actually, we won't even download it. We'll just include the image. So, we're going to have our app, which will take up the whole page. So let's say app has a width of 100% and a height of 100%. And it's going to have a position relative. And then we'll have a little div here for the scale. And then in the scale, we'll have a div with a class of scale base. And that's going to have this triangle image inside of it. And then let's position it. So the scale should be at the bottom of the screen. So we'll make it position absolute. And the bottom will be 0 pixels. So that should put the triangle at the bottom of the page. Let's see what we got going on here. We've got the div. Okay, so what's happening right now is our parent div for the entire app is just 0 pixels high. So I actually need to target it here and set the width and height to 100%. Nice. Got ourselves a little triangle. Let's give it a better size. So we have the scale base, and then we have the image. We'll say height is 30% and width is auto. that how this works? How does Sass work? I don't know if I'm even targeting it. Oh, yeah, it worked. It didn't work. Well, actually, let's set the scale height to be 30%. And then the image will be a 100% height of that. Yeah. Perfect. And then we'll also just make it a flex box and center that image on it. So the scale is display flex, justify content center. Width is 100%, 1000%. There we go. Great. We'll make it a little shorter. Even shorter. Perfect. We have ourselves the base of our scale. We now need a flat bar that goes across, and we need to be able to tilt it on the center. So I'll just do a solid colored div. So I have a div here. We'll give it a class of scale surface. I guess that's an okay name for it. This will have a width of 80%. The beam, I like it. Scale beam. So this will be the scale beam. It should have a width of 80%. We'll do a height of 20%. And just make it black. There it is. There it is. But we want to position it here. So we're going to give it position absolute. We'll say top 0 pixels. So it should be at the top of the... It's there. Why is it there? Let's inspect this really quick, because this is kind of weird to me. Okay, put this at the bottom. And what's up, Avinav? Welcome in. Why can't I see the elements? Here we go. We've got the app. App class. We've got the scale. Oh, look at this. The scale actually is only that high. And then the base is not respecting... Oh, you know what? I need to set the scale... No, not the scale base. The scale beam. No. The base. The base needs a height of 100%. And that should make the triangle smaller. Yes! This is what we were looking for. Like that. But now, we'll make the beam like 40%. No, not the beam. Not the beam. The whole scale container should have a height of 40%. Yeah, that's what we're looking for. Yeah, everything is dark. You're right. Actually, let's do this. Instead of a grayscale filter, let's do sepia. That's a thing, right? Yeah. And we'll pick a better black color as well. Cool. Now let's see if we can make this scale beam tilt. So if I say transform origin is center, so we want to rotate it about the center. And if we say transform rotate 45 degrees. Wow. Scale? not on scale, it's fine. It's fine. But check this out. Whoop, whoop. If we look at the scale beam, we should be able to. How do I? Yeah. So look, it can. This thing can rotate, and it acts like a scale. That's pretty good. So really, all we have to do is like calculate the degrees that it should be rotating when things are on top of it. Right? And then if it goes too far, they all just fall off and the game is over. So I think we're at a good spot here. Let's look at our to-do list. So there is a scale on the screen. We've completed that. We also have the Tulsa skyline, so we're good with that. This whole thing has to do with equilibrium, so we're good there. We're going to need to be able to drop pumpkins, mustaches, beans, like a glass, like a cup of water. It's 2 for 1. Like a electricity generator. I don't know what we'll do with framework, but these are going to be the items that you can drop onto the scale. I can also do turn instead of degrees, like number of turns. I don't know what that means. Okay, let's get the chat integrated now. Because I want you to be able to add something either on the left or the right-hand side. So for now, there's no transform. It's just a scale. Let's change the color. We're gonna color match it to the background. We'll make this that. We'll lock it in place and generate. Ooh. Let's use this yellow for something. I think yellow will be the beam. Oh wait, never mind. It has a sepia background. Oh no, that looks good. That's pretty good, right? Do we have any colorblind people watching? Is it easy enough to differentiate the background from that? I don't think there will be collision detection. Things will just be stacked. And we'll use this blue color for the base. Andreas says, I'm colorblind and I approve. Nice. Glad to hear it. Oh, we can't color the triangle because it's a PNG. It's fine. The base will stay black. Looks fine. All right, let's get the chat integrated. So I'm going to use TMI for this, which lets us read Twitch chat in our code. I don't think I can just install. I think we tried that one time in a React app, and it didn't like it because then it thinks it's running inside of Node. So we need to grab it from a CDN. I think this is the one we want. So let me save this really quick. Put it in dev. Hue rotate. Oh, you're right. Yeah, we can change the hue of the PNG. We'll do that. Put that there. All right. What little information under the message? Do you mean this? That's !set dash status, and you can set that message there. Okay, so I've downloaded TMI.js. I put it in the public folder because it's just built. I'm not gonna like require it in or anything like that. And then I just need to reference it here in the HTML file. So we'll add a script. Source is going to be tmi.min.js. And then now I should have access to TMI inside of here. If we go back to the TMI website, welcome in, Brendies. Glad you're enjoying your time here. This is what we want. So this little piece of code here is going to connect to the Twitch chat. I can specify the name of the channel I want to connect to, and then we get access to the messages that are incoming. So let's do it. So we create a client. We want to connect to Coding Garden. And then we want to listen for messages. And we're going to need to figure out what our commands are going to be. So I think it's going to be something like, it's not going to be drop. We already have the drop command. But what we want is like, we'll say scale. And then you can specify the left or the right. And then you can specify the thing you want to put on there. Pumpkin. I think I'm gonna have like each of the items that we put on the scale are gonna have different weights, but I'm not gonna make it clear to you all what the weights are. So that makes it a little more interesting. But then you can also do like right, glass, or left, mustache, like that. And that will essentially put an item either on the left or the right. Or beans, left, beans. And then let's just parse the message. So we're going to grab the command and the args from the message that you send. We'll say if the command is equal to scale, we'll do something with it. And then we can say the side and the item are going to be destructured from the args. And then we'll validate the side. So I can say sides is a nice little set here with left and right. So these are your two valid options. And I'll say if the side you specified is a thing. So if you said left or right, then we'll keep going. But if you didn't, then we just ignore the command. So if somebody does scale and then some other thing, we're going to skip it. So that should be either left or right. And then we also need a list of all of the things that we can drop. Middle? I don't know how I would do the middle though. But we can say the items, that'll be a map. Where we'll have like the name of the item and then the image URL. We'll have to find those though. Let's go ahead and find a pumpkin image to use. I'm gonna search itch.io. They have usually like game assets and stuff like that. I mean, we could use emojis. Yeah, let's use emojis. Let's use emojis. Great idea. So we'll just make the pumpkin emoji here. Look at that. And then we also want a mustache. If we don't have a mustache, we'll put a mustachioed man. Man. I'm gonna go ahead and do a firefighter, because firefighters have mustaches sometimes. We need a glass. Like a glass of water. Great. Or is that a glass of milk? I don't think it matters. What are the other things? So we've got a pumpkin, a mustache. They actually created a can emoji. That's a newer addition to the emoji specification. Beans. And there's a can. This one. Got that. We've got beans. We've got water, and then for generator, I think we'll do I guess a car. No, we'll do a lightning. We'll call it lightning. Does lightning weigh anything? Do we have an engine emoji? How about this? We just make it car, but this is open to interpretation, so I'm going to say we satisfied that one. Oh, is there a battery emoji? Okay, there is. I could do a plug. Now, I like the idea of a car because it'll be really, really heavy and could throw the whole thing off. And we're using Vue to build this, so I'm going to go ahead and say we satisfied framework. So at this point, we just need to make it work because we've checked all the boxes. So these are the things that you can drop. And then we will see if you specified that. So you do the command, it'll be like left or right. Then you specify the thing. So we'll say the item emoji is items.get with the item name that you specified. And then we'll make sure that it actually exists, and then we'll actually put it on the page. So for this, I think I just want 2 divs. This is going to be the left side of the beam and then the right side of the beam. And we'll put the emojis in each one. So we'll do something like this. We'll have a span. We'll give it a class of emoji, and then we're going to iterate over each emoji in the left-hand side. It'll have an ID, and then we'll just do emoji.emoji. Something like this. So that's going to go on the left side. This is going to go on the right side. And now we actually need some state variables that we're modifying. So for that, I'm going to import ref from Vue. And this is going to let us create a reactive value that we can update, and then the Vue will automatically update after we've updated the state variable. So we can say left. Well, let's call it left items, and this is a ref, which is an array. And we also want right items. And actually, I changed my mind. We're going to use reactive to make this a bit simpler. So we'll say like the items is a reactive value that is an object, and it has a left property, which is an array, and a right property, which is an array. And then in our Vue, we'll be able to iterate over items.left and items.right. And I'm actually going to call this item. So we don't have to do emoji.emoji. It's just going to be item.emoji. Great. And then at this point, we just need to push it into the left or the right. So when a command happens and we've validated it, we can say items.left. Oh, no. Items at the given side, so either left or right. We're going to push in an object where the emoji is the item emoji. Let's call this emoji. Like that. We'll give it an ID, which is just... Actually, we could use the message.id. Like that. So it should be unique. Yeah, we will specify a wait for each item at some point. But for now, this should actually just get them to start appearing on the scale. We do need to position them. So like, let's just start off with like a pumpkin on each side. So if I do that, we should see some emojis on the page. We don't, we have an error. Items has already been declared. You're right. Let's call this valid items. Great. So they're down there. Let's position them correctly. Yeah, we're using Vue.js, which is just a front-end framework with JavaScript. So we're using JavaScript in Vue. Yeah, so we need to position the left and the right elements. So left is inside the scale and right is inside the scale. Let's position them. So left, we can do position absolute left 0 pixels, and then right will be similar, but it'll be on the right. Yeah. So we put those on each side. But actually, if we want it to be on the edge, we have to take into account that the width of the beam is 80%. So we should use 20% here, because that'll put it on each side of the beam. Like that. Which, I mean, honestly, that's not horrible. That seems fine. They're not quite on the edge. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. Inside the beam container, oh, you're totally right. You're totally right. Let's put it in there. Because we're going to be rotating the entire thing. So that makes sense. So we have the left and the right. Put that inside the beam. And then we'll put these classes here. Yeah, and I guess the other thing is, now that they're inside the beam, they can just have a left of 0. We could do like 10 pixels. And they'll be like right on the edge. Yeah, like that. Great. The other thing is, I think we want bottom. And we want the top. I don't know how we're going to do this just yet. However, let's do, both of these are going to be a flex box. And they should, the new emojis that get added should just stack. Cool. So we have the beam. We have the left, which is taking up that much space, and the right, which is taking up that much space. That's too much. Let's just do 10%. And we also need that emoji class. So let's say the emoji has a font size of like 10 rem. We're gonna get some big emojis. Yes, that's much too big. Transform, translate, y100. Yeah, so that should like flip it the other direction. These, excuse me, these are also way too big. Let's do it like this. Too big. Yeah. Too many rims. Let's see what happens if we do that translate y negative 100%. Will they be upside down, or they will? Because I could just do flexbox in the opposite direction. Flex reverse? Is that a thing? I don't know, but let's try it. Transform, translate y, negative 100%. Huh. All right. Pretty good. Yeah, so actually the chat command should technically work right now. So let's yeah, we might, if we do flex reverse, we'll be able to add it. But in the chat, you can try doing this now. You can do ! scale followed either by the left or the right, and you can specify any one of these: pumpkin, mustache, glass, beans, or car. And they should start appearing. Let's see. Is anyone doing it? We only have 8 minutes left? That's crazy. I don't think it's working. Let me log the messages. Try again. Okay, scale left mustache. If command is equal to scale, should be good there. And then you're totally right. Thank you. Message.split. Thank you, Sebastian. We're doing this destructuring stuff, but we actually need to split the incoming message on space. All right, try again. Didn't work. What else am I doing wrong? I need to add more. Let's make sure we have the command. And then we'll make sure we have the side and the item name. Try again. You're right. Thank you, Katie Freckles, and welcome in. That's the first message you've sent in the chat, and it's extremely helpful. All right, this is it. This is the one. Yes. 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 It works. We need to remove, like, we need to change the spacing between the emojis. And we should make them smaller too. Let's see if we can play around with the font size. Can you like font spacing? It's line height. Line height 3 rem. Yeah, that's better. We're kind of like stacked, like that. I do line height 100%. We'll do 90%. Yeah, yeah, and then we'll make them smaller, like 1 rem. $1.5. 2. It's perfect. Oh, we've got flex wrap, so they go side by side. That's pretty cool. I'm happy with that. Wow, yeah. So these are our emoji styles. Cool. That's true, but I'm okay with that, Auburn. All right, now all we have to do is tilt the scale. It's adding them bottom up. That's fine. I think I can do, I can just reverse the flex direction. Flex direction. Is it row reverse? Or column reverse? That's it. I think. Let's start over. So pumpkin should always be on top. Or no, pumpkin should always be on bottom. That's not it. It's text. Oh yeah, you're totally right. So we could do direction left to right. That's actually really interesting because since the emojis aren't images, well, that didn't work either. Right to left, not left to right. Right to left. Yeah, maybe. No. No. All right, so that got added. Let's see what happens with the next thing. Now it's going underneath. I think we can do it with Flexbox. I'm also going to turn off slow mode so you guys can, or you all can do 3-second slow mode. Can put a bunch of stuff on the scale. CSS is pain. I think, like, here, we'll just mess with it in here, because I think all we need is to reverse the flex. So if we change this, wrap reverse, flex wrap reverse. That's all we need. That's all we needed. Did anybody suggest that? And do we? I don't think we need the direction at that point. Great. That's the winner. There was a wrap reverse suggestion. Okay, great. How are we doing on time? We got 2 minutes left. I mean, we're technically done. We just have to tilt the scale now. If you remember, we had a rotation somewhere on this. I guess we got rid of it. It would have been on the scale beam. But yeah, so we need to weight them differently, and then we need to tilt the scale. Rotate 45 degrees, like this. Yeah. And so we'll just move that dynamically. So how are we going to calculate the degree of rotation? Let's also do this. So we'll, I guess we just have a percentage, and then I don't know how we're going to do it, but we'll figure it out. So now instead of just the emoji in here, I'm actually going to store some more info about it. So we'll have the actual emoji, but we also want like the weight. A pumpkin weighs more than a can, but less than. We'll just I don't know. We'll give it a weight of 3. And then the mustache, we'll give it a weight of 4. This one. And the glass, we'll give it a weight of 1. And then the beans, we'll give it a weight of 2. And the car will be the heaviest. So it has a weight of 5. It's a thick mustache. Great. So now that I've changed that, I need to extract. No. We'll call this emoji info. And the time is up. That's okay. I'm going to give myself 8.5 more minutes, and we'll be done. We'll be done in 8.5 minutes. So if emoji info is a thing, we can extract out the emoji. We don't even need to extract it out. We'll just use it. So emoji is emoji info.emoji. So everything works as before, but now we need to calculate the the total weights. So I guess we can actually just put that in here. So we'll say weight is weight, and then we can create some computed properties. So we have this these two arrays that are going to have a bunch of stuff in them with weights, and we can create some computed properties that calculate the total weight. And so let's do it. So we want a computed, and we'll have the left weight, and that's going to be computed where we take items.left and we can reduce it. So we have the total, we have each item where we'll extract off the weight, and we want it to be total plus weight. That should do it. And then we also do the same thing with the right. Items.right. So we have the total left weight, the total right weight. How do we determine an angle? If A is greater than B, then A is stronger, else B is stronger. Yeah. Does anyone have any ideas? So basically we have a weight of both sides. I need to determine the angle. The ID is just for the virtual DOM. It's for the key right here. Look in the chat. Well, rotation. Right plus left. Hey, thank you, Sebastian. That should work. That's it. Thank you. Okay. So we can have another computed property called the rotation angle, and this will be another, yeah, we said it, computed, where we say the right weight rotation right weight divided by math.max of right weight plus left weight times 90 minus 45. Seems fine. But now we just need to use that rotation angle, and we'll do that as just a computed style prop right here. So we'll say the transform rotate this degrees. It doesn't like this. Should be fine. Okay, try it. It is not working. Let's see what style is getting applied here. The scale beam does not have it specified. I think it needs to be curly braces because it's an object with properties that are the given. Oh, you're right. Yeah, this is CS. Oh, no, it's an object. This is an object. I'll figure this out. Give me a second. I might have to look at the Vue docs for style, how to do style bindings. But usually it's something like this. Isn't it? An extra letter in the variable name. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, this will likely work. If I do this, I want to do that. It is an object, isn't it? Yeah, so it's an object. Oh, you're right. I should probably just log what the actual value we're getting is. I'm pretty sure this is how I do it. Because I'm setting the style to be an object. I'm setting the transform CSS property to be this value. However, let's just see what rotation angle is. Am I missing the colon? Colon, style, equal. Oh, no, you need the double quotes. All right. Put some stuff. Oh, yeah, the angle is nan. That's why. We should at least see that style binding, though. Angle is not a number. So, Sebastian, what did you do wrong? Do I have to do dot value? Yeah, I do have to do dot value. It's my fault. It's my fault. This is a computed property, so I need dot value in here. All right, let's try again. Nan. Oh, you're right. I still need to return it, but also it's just coming across as nan. Reduce is missing the initial value of 0. You're totally right. Thank you. Thank you, Muddler. We're all helping out today. It's great. Okay. All right. Now, so the angle is 0. Put something on the scale. Yes. The car weighs it very heavily. And, I mean, that's not that realistic, but seems fine. Oh. This is really cool. Okay, here's the other thing we can do. Is on the we need some animation. So the scale beam, we can just say transition duration, like 1 second. So each time something gets added, it'll take a second for it to. Yeah, look at that. That's great. Oh. Amazing. I love it. It's so good. Yeah. All right. We're out of time. Sweet. We did it. I think the last thing is we just need to play a trombone sound. So we'll show a message once it reaches equilibrium, and we'll start counting down, like 10, 9. And then whenever it if it stays in equilibrium for 10 seconds, we play the trombone sound, and then the game will reset. I'm pretty proud of this. This is cool. This is cool. I still can't understand how you use the framework as assisting and not a foundation. And I'm not sure what you mean, Noctum. Can you clarify? Yeah. Yeah, if it goes over 45 degrees, I like it. I like it. We got a lot of game logic here, but so let's get it going. So we want to watch the rotation angle. And if the rotation angle is ever 0, we need to start a timer. Yeah, so once it reaches equilibrium, you just need to stop sending messages. However, that's really hard to do when there are hundreds of you, because some of you might not see that it's at equilibrium and send something. So, yeah, let's also make the base smaller. Let's go like 30%. Yeah. Can we wobble the stack? Probably. I don't know an easy way to do it, though. Yeah, we could allow more columns though. Basically, for the left and the right, we can just update that width to be 20%, and that should be like 3 columns. Yeah, like that. And then the scale base awaited is telling me that if we put a filter on it, we can set the color. Ooh, I like it. We also will the z index. I want the base. I want the beam to be on top of the base. I'm just gonna swap it around in my HTML. This is cool. Take my money. So we'll put the base. Oh no. The base goes here, so that way the beam will be on top of it. Cool. All right. This is actually going to be the trickiest part to do, like the game logic. But we need some more state. Let's call this like the game state. Well, not that. We're going to create a reactive value called game state. It has a couple of things. So we'll have like started, which is initially false, but it won't start until the first emoji gets placed onto the beam. We'll have some other stuff like equilibrium, which is initially true, but the moment something drops, it'll go to false. And then we'll also have time in equilibrium is 0. And then once it reaches 10, the game is over. I don't know. Is it 2 L's in equilibrium or just 1? I don't know. I don't know if it matters. I can't tell. Is that 2 L's or 1 L? It's 2 L's. No, this has 1 L. Equilibrium clothing has 2 L's. Does starter need to be after both sides have something? Yeah, well, the game, I'll show you really quick. The game starts with 2 pumpkins. Yeah, so the game starts like this. So it's initially in equilibrium, but the game hasn't started yet. But then when somebody adds something, that's when we'll start the game. We also want to, whoa. What's our angle of rotation? -20. Okay. So the moment something happens, we'll say game state. The game state has started. Yeah. So the first time something drops, game state started is true. We then want to watch the rotation angle. So we'll add a watcher. And watch is another one of these things we can use. But we're going to watch it, and if it's ever 0, equilibrium is true. Otherwise, it's not. So say if rotation angle dot value is equal to 0, then the game state dot equilibrium equals true. Otherwise, equilibrium is false. Let's actually do this here. We'll log this because I can't ever remember with watch. Do we need to watch rotation angle dot value, or do we just watch rotation angle? Let's see. Wouldn't it make sense for the initial equilibrium to be negative so players have more time to start? I don't know. Cool. So our watcher is working. Now we're at equilibrium, and that's when we would like start a timer. So equilibrium is true. And then we start incrementing time in equilibrium. I guess I kind of want a just an interval. That goes off every second. And we'll say if we're in equilibrium, we'll increase time in equilibrium by 1. And if we ever go out of equilibrium, we reset it back to 0. That should be it. That's it. That's it. That's all. So we'll have a little message up here at the top of the page. Like in H3, equilibrium reached 4. And then we'll put the, we'll say 10 minus time, game state dot time in equilibrium. No, we'll just do that. So it'll be like 1, 2, 3, it's that kind of thing. And then we only want to show this if the game state dot if the game state is in equilibrium. And then the other thing is, if game state dot, if we're not started, don't do anything here. Math round the angle? Yeah. Let's do it. Or we'll do floor. So we'll drop the decimal. Okay. We'll have to fix this. And we'll initially say that equilibrium is false. So it won't show that message. Okay. Start putting stuff on there. All right, you got a car. So only just put a car on the right. Only put 2 cars on the right side. Oh, you guys are you're putting it on the wrong side. -3. Okay. -6. And you I guess you should -3. This is why this game is fun. Oh, you guys were at equilibrium. You were there. So just put a car on the left side, I think. No. This is why it's hard, because Twitch chat does not collaborate very well. Okay, so we're in equilibrium. Nobody do anything. We're in okay, yeah, now we're not equilibrium. So great. It's working. Let's fix the styling here. Let's give this a class of title. And we're just going to put this at the top. Yeah, we'll give it absolute positioning. We'll make it center aligned text. We'll give it sans serif font family. And we'll put it like 2 rems from the top. Delayed slow mode? Would it make sense to display the angle somewhere? There we go. 3, 4. Also want the font, the color, just to be white. And the width here to be 100%. Wow. Great. But the thing is, once it reaches 10, once the equilibrium is there for 10, then the game is over. So now we need those sounds. So like this one, this is the wind sound, and then somebody shared a lose sound. The new drop game. It would be cool to have right here. It's not garden themed though. We could make it garden themed. That one's all right. It's all right. They missed a note. It's wah, 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 wah. They just did wah, wah, wah. Trombone, celebrate. Copyright? Oh, is that those literal notes are copyrighted? That can't be. Can you all hear that? Wait. This could be really loud. That's a good one. So this is the sad one. I think yeah, it's in the meta here. This is what we want. Okay. So in our watcher for the rotation angle, if the rotation angle is ever greater than or equal to 45, then game over. So gamestate.started equals false, and then we need to just play the sound. So we'll create a little audio thing, audio, with that URL, and we'll play it. And then I don't want to allow you to drop anymore if the game is over. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking through right now, American 2050. Is so the game state starts as it's not started. Mainly because it starts in equilibrium and we need that first thing to be put on the skill to actually start it. Oh, I do need the absolute value of it. Yeah. Because it goes to negative 45. And so we'll use the angle here. This should be fine for now. Game state dot over. We'll say this. Game state dot over is true. And then in here, if game state is over, then don't allow people to add any more stuff to the scale. And we just need that initial value of over. All right. So your goal right now is to get it to fail. We want to hear the sad trombone sound. Actually, I don't know what angle that is. Just keep going. Just keep putting cars on the left side. Just spam the left side. Well, yeah, I'm curious what the angle is. Well, something happened. 44. An error occurred in the inspect component. Yeah, it's because I think it's because I'm using Vue 3. Let's just log what the angle is, because it could be that it never goes. It can never get to 45. Okay, so try again. I need to totally reset the page. The loading the Vue DevTools killed it. Okay, well. The scale needs some calibration. I think it's fine. It's like a cartoon. It doesn't have to be accurate. we probably could go like 25. I don't think you can see that. But like I think at about 25 the game should be over. We'll go 25. 25. All right, try again. The orange bar needs to be on top of the triangle. Just pretend there's like a hinge. Equilibrium? Oh no. That's so funny. That's why I was saying it's so hard for chat to work together. Mustache is the firefighter. On top of the point? Okay, we can do that. I'll make it happen. Oh. The game state is over. Or it should be anyways. It didn't play. It didn't play, did it? So if the... Are we logging the angle? Wait, where are we logging the angle? We'll also do this. If game state is over, we'll say game over. Like that. Okay. Hard refresh. Try again. Do I have less than or equal to? No, greater than or equal to. Oh, there we go. Yeah, and I just need to make sure to click the page before doing it. Okay, try again. Great, and you shouldn't be able to add anything new to it at this point. Yeah, you guys lost already. Yeah. So are you trying to add new stuff to it? Yeah, you can't. You can't. Great. So that logic works. Okay. Here we go. We'll say if game state time in equilibrium is equal to 10, then the game is over. And we play a happy sound. And GameState.win is true. Let's also add that in here. So if GameState.win, I don't know why I'm doing a ternary. It's because I'm used to React. Do a span. with a VF. So if GameState.win, you win. Or you lose. Okay. We need the win sound. And we're done. Wonky ska. Fanfare. Okay, trumpet. Was that really loud? That's a trumpet. Wait. This was a trumpet though. Or is it? No, that's a trombone. And that's the one. That's the one we're gonna use. Close enough. A trombone and a trumpet are very different, but it's definitely a trombone. All right, we're almost there. So in the win state, we're gonna play this sound instead. Okay, this is it. For those of you that are just joining us, essentially you can send a chat command to put something onto the scale. So do !scale with either left or right, and then you can specify pumpkin, mustache, glass, beans, or car. You guys already won. You already won. wait, no, I did it wrong. GameState.win. Game over. You won. No, it should be line 86. What did I do on line 86? Triple equals 0? Should be fine. Oh. This needs to be 10. Yeah. You have to be in equilibrium for 10. Okay. All right. Try again. Here we go. This is it. That was so easy. And here's what we'll do. We'll reset the whole game after 10 seconds. Five seconds. So, game state dot over equals false. Game state dot started equals false. Basically, we want to reset everything back to this. Yeah, and I'm okay with angle 30. Watch this. Are you ready? Oh, wait. Wrong thing. Okay, here we go. Great. That resets the game. We also need to reset the items. I mean, we'll just do this. Should be fine. We'll say items dot left gets reset to that array, and then items dot right gets reset to that array. That should do it. Code duplication, it's fine. It's fine. I think the other thing is, I could probably put the current degrees of rotation on there. Cool. I'm not gonna do that. I'm done. The last thing is we're just going to change this angle to be 30 instead of 25. Where's that at? Right here. Looks good to me. All right, here you go. Oh, you're right. You're right. I need to actually call this function. Okay, reset game. Here. All right. Ship it. Okay. Now's the chance. Try not to lose. If this gets to 30 degrees, yeah, you lost. You lost already. But it should reset after should reset after 5 seconds. That's weird though that it let's see what's going on here. GameState.equilibrium is true, but we only want this if GameState.started. And is that our? Yeah. All right. And thank you for the bits. We probably got some other supports. I'm sorry if I missed it. We have a ton. I missed all of them. Nuki Poo, thanks for that gift an hour ago. Nessie, thanks for the 14 months. Pablo with 100 bits. Discord didn't send the notification. Oh no. My lesson web app worked out. Yeah, I got it working. Myth Guy, thank you for the 12 months. Milos with the 14 months. You started this Monday in a new role as a front-end dev working in Vue. Pretty big project. Any tips on how to not mess up? No, just do your best. That's my advice. Do your best. Make sure the client is happy. Razor1, thank you for the 17 months. Murdoch with the 18 months. Nazi with the 7. Art of Missy with the 7. And Anonymous with the 10 bits. Thank you all. And surprisingly, you guys haven't ended the game yet. Decrease the weight of the items to get a longer game. You guys haven't lost yet, which is good. Oh, you're close. You're really close. Oh, too much. So once you reach equilibrium, you have to stay. You have to stay there for 10 seconds to win. 1. Okay, nobody do anything. No, you messed it up. Stop. All right, this is it. No. No, you didn't. Somebody sent something at the last second. All right. You can see my there's a bug here. We don't. And I also want to wait longer than 5 seconds before I do the reset. Reset game. 8 seconds. Game over true. In here, if the game is over, they can't add anything. Okay. Start again. What's up, Nino Sorar? All right. How do the items that win get off the scale? Are they? Oh, when the game is over, it'll just reset to 2 pumpkins. Sir Ulrich von Liechtenstein. Yeah, that would be cool, Baldy. We could have that would introduce more randomness. Like if you do a drop and then it randomly falls on one of the sides. We would need a whole physics engine for that though, but yeah. After it's reset, it shouldn't be in equilibrium. After it's reset, it is in equilibrium, but the game hasn't started until someone does the first drop. Put a glass on this side. One more. The glass is the lightest thing. Just put a bunch of glasses. Oh, there it is. Don't do nothing. Do nothing. Nope. No, like there's still a slight tilt is the thing. Okay, no one do anything. You're still doing this. Instead of 0, no, I want it to be 0 because it's hard. That's what makes it fun is the delay. 8 columns? Yeah, we could. I think I'll do it. What if it was 10 seconds cumulative? Yeah, that would probably make it easier. You reach a certain height, you lose. I kind of want to be done with this, though. I just want you all to either win or lose. Make it happen. Okay, nobody do anything. Do nothing. Do nothing. Well, I mean, there is like a 5 to 6 second delay between what you see and the commands you send. It naturally gets easier as the scale gets heavier. Yeah, because there's less, I guess, less variance. And we're dropping the decimal. Okay, freeze. Are you going to do it? I think you're going to do it. Nope, you didn't do it. If I put it in sub-only mode, there'll be less trolls. Let's do that. Just for a second. But who's to say that the subs aren't the ones that are trolling? Do we have enough subs here to Oh. The moment I put it into sub mode. All right, and then the game resets, and now you should be able to do it again. Or to put stuff on the scale again. Cool. We've done it. This was an absolutely fun time. Thank you everyone for your suggestions and contributions. And I'm really happy with what we made today. It's pretty cool. If you're just now finding the stream, this is a show we do every now and then called Coding Improv, where we build a thing inspired by chat. So today's stream actually started off by getting 10 suggestions. And then we figured out what to build based on these 10 suggestions. And we've done it. We've done it. Yeah, it'll be cool eventually, like if we can turn this into an overlay game and then like put it right here on the screen so it's there all the time or something like that. But this was fun. Alrighty, everyone. It's about that time. We're gonna do a raid. So if you're a sub, you can use this raid message. Not that. This. And thanks for pulling it out of sub-only mode. Yeah, thank you. And if you're not a sub, you can use that raid message. Did we get any other supports? No, we didn't. But I appreciate. Thank you for all the subs and the gifts and the resubs and the bits today. We really appreciate it. Yeah, when it's in sub only, it does a much better job. You're very welcome, Bimsicle. Thanks for being here. Cool. But yeah, we're gonna go on a raid. I don't know where we're going. And Murdoch, thank you for the 500 bits. Much appreciated. Yeah, I don't know where we're going to raid, but wherever we go, show them lots of love. Drop a follow if you like what they're doing. I will push this code up to this GitHub repo here. This is episode 13, so just look in the episode 13 folder. But this was fun. You all are great. Thanks for hanging out with me on this Friday. I said like Saturday, Friday, Friday. This was fun. I'll be live again next Friday. And I don't know what we're going to be doing, but it might be a similar good time. Alrighty, everyone, wherever you are in the world, have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, or night. And until next time, here's this.